So all these emperors was against Christianity. They was against the Israelites. Augustus Caesar, Julius Caesar, Caligula Caesar, Claudius Caesar, Nero Caesar, all of them was against the Israelites. Why? Because the Israelites was teaching the truth, and they was the chosen people, and they saw that their mission was to destroy us as a nation, that they could rule forever, like the Bible said. They wanted to destroy us out of off the face of the earth. So the Most High is showing that they was a real cruel type of people, the so-called white man, and they still are. All right? And it shows you how rich and splendid Rome was. This is still Rome. America is still a part of the Greco-Roman Empire, and it still has a lot of splendor and royalty and riches in this country. But it's not. It's only for a few. It's only for the democracy, the people that are in charge, the sovereign power that's in charge, which is the so-called white man. And another name that was used was called the Epicurean Rome, meaning that they dealt with a lot of sensuality, luxury. They was geared to pleasure and luxury. And in any means necessary, they went to the fullest degree to get pleasure out of whatever they chose to get pleasure out of, even if it was killing people. Read on.
Long before death ended the astute comedy in which Augustus had so gravely borne his part, he had experienced the nemesis of absolutism.
Absolutism, meaning that they was totally in charge of dominated Gestapo against the black people that was scattered throughout Rome and throughout Asia Minor and throughout Israel and so forth. Read on.
And foreseeing the awful possibilities which it involved. But neither he nor anyone else could have divined that for such rulers as Tiberius, Gaius, Claudius, and Nero, the first sanguinary tyrant.
The first sanguinary tyrant. He was a bloodthirsty killer. Sanguinary means somebody that's bloody, red. That's what it's talking about. Tiberius, which was the first one you read about? Tiberius. He was ruling when Christ was died. He was ruling when Christ died. So you see the nature of these people that was established during the time of Christ and the beginning of the emperors in the Roman Empire. Read on.
The second, a furious madman.
The second, a furious madman, who was called Little Boots. Caligula. They show what kind of person he was. A furious madman. These are the type of people that's been ruling over the holy seed of the Most High, and they still ruling over us today. But the Most High is going to use a strong hand to bring confusion among them in their illuministic governing body. He's going to use terrorist acts against them, and he's going to continue to use what they call Mother Nature, which is Father Nature, coming down on them, the Supreme Being. He's going to continue to onslaught them and slaughter them until they're destroyed off the face of this earth and put into captivity and chained under the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Read on.
The third, an uxorious imbecile.
Which is talking about who? Claudius. An imbecile, a nut. These are the type of people that's ruling over us. Read on. Stupid as hell. Read on.
The fourth, a heartless buffoon.
Talking about Nero. Now, a buffoon is a guy, if I can get the etymology of that, a man who makes a practice of amusing others by low tricks. Nero was known for slaughtering the Jews in the amphitheaters, and he was known for tar and feathering what the white man in the Klan called niggas tar and feathering. That's where that tar and feathering came from. Nero was known for tar and feathering black people, putting tar on them and setting them afire, and talking about that we would give light to the Gentiles, that the Jews, is a scripture that says we would be light unto the Gentiles. He made mockery of that biblical statement in the Bible and set Jews on fire on lamp poles all the way over Rome, all around Rome, and put tar on them that they'll burn for a long period of time. This is Nero Caesar. He made mockery by putting us in the amphitheaters and the gladiators fighting against lions and gorillas and bears and so forth. Read on. Yeah, read what you got. Okay, we're going to read the scripture to show you that. Read.
Ezekiel 35, starting from verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
And this is exactly what they did to us. They had a perpetual hatred against us. They shed our blood innocently for no reason, only because we was the chosen of the Most High, and they was greedy and they wanted to take over the earth. We was a peace-loving people. Even our servants was that felt like they was highly respected in our kingdom when we had them. Even our servants, when Queen of Sheba came to Solomon, she thought the servant was Solomon, because the servant was at peace with his king and with the people that was in charge of him. But in a wicked society and a polluted society that we're living in today under the hand of the white man, the servants are feeling depressed, downtrodden. They are murdered and killed every day in this society. So the Most High is coming to put an end to this. Read on.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
That's why blood is going to pursue the so-called white man. Death is coming to him. Blood is going to pursue him with his own people. Blood is going to pursue him with the other nations, the Arabs. Blood is going to pursue him with the Africans. Blood is going to pursue him with the Ethiopians. Blood is going to pursue him with the people in Bosnia. Blood is going to pursue him in Russia. All over this earth, the white man's blood is going to be shed for the onslaught, the rape, rob, and murder and thievery that he's done against all nations. And his own people is going to stand up against him. Read on.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Even blood shall pursue him. So from that, go back to reading to show you the type of nature of these people ruling over us from the Roman Empire. We're reading about the Roman Empire, how the white man had us in Rome, and we're going to bring it up to date to show how what's going on now in America. Read on.
But neither he nor anyone else could have divined that four such rulers as Tiberius, Gaius, Claudius, and Nero, the first a sanguinary tyrant, the second a furious madman, the third an uxorious imbecile, the fourth a heartless buffoon, would in succession afflict and horrify the world.
This is what they did. They afflicted and horrified the whole world. And they still horrified and afflicting the world today. Read on.
Yet these rulers sat upon the breast of Rome with the paralyzing spell of a nightmare.
And this is a nightmare to be under them. Under the hand and the rulership over the white man, the rulership over us. It's a damn nightmare. And this nightmare will end when Christ comes back. And when Christ gives his servants and his saints the spiritual power, this nightmare will be over. Read on.
The concentration of the old prerogatives of many offices in the person of one was at once consul, censor, tribune, pontifex, maximus, and perpetual imperator, fortified their power with the semblance of legality. And that power was rendered terrible by the sword of the Praetorians.
In essence, what is being said here, no matter how wicked they was and what they did, they made it legal. They made it law that they could do what they did and terrorize the dark people and the Israelites that was there. Now, here's a picture of these men that we just mentioned, and you can see that they look like homosexuals and faggots and freaks and perverted people. The first picture is Tiberius Caesar. Hold him up. We read about him. Tiberius Caesar. Over. Get to the other side right here. This is Tiberius. Move in, you see him. The second picture, if you sway over here where he was at, this is Nero Caesar. Picture of him. Look just like that. You look sort of like Bill Clinton in the White House. Mm-hmm. Look at the nose. Look just like him, the lips. Mm-hmm. The other picture to my right here, come down, right here. This is Caligula Caesar. All right. We have another picture here. Augustus Caesar. These are the men that was ruling over us in Rome, and this is the same man that's ruling over us now. And these are the type of men that we're reading about. The proof of